afternoon, my fabulous 151. So, yes, first of all, I just want to say thank you and shout out to my 2 new subscribers. So I just hit my summer goal of 150 subscribers. So, thank you. And now we're gonna get right into the final chapter of Junie B. Jones and a Little Monkey Business. It's written by Barbara Park and it's illustrated by Denise Brunkus. Chapter 9. Pigs and Ducks and Stuff. Principal went into room 9 with me. Then he clapped his giant hands together. "Boys and girls, may I please have your attention," he said. "I would like to explain what happened during show and tell today. It's about Junie B. Jones and her new baby brother." Just then, that Jim I hate jumped right up out of his chair. "He's not a monkey, is he?" he shouted very loud. "I knew it. I knew he wasn't a monkey." I made a big fist at him. "How would you like this up your nose, you big dumb Jim?" I hollered. Then Principal frowned at me, and so I smiled. "I hate that guy," I said nicely. After that, Principal took a big breath. "Boys and girls, there's a good reason why Junie B. told you that her baby brother was a monkey," he said. "Yeah, it was all my Grandma Miller's fault," I interrupted, "because she told me that my brother was a little monkey. Only she didn't mean he was a real little monkey. She just meant he was cute. Only who the heck knew that dumb thing?" Principal made another frown at me. Then he talked some more. "You see, boys and girls," he said, "sometimes adults say things that can be very confusing to children. Like, what if you heard me talking about a lucky duck? You might think I was talking about a real live duck, but lucky duck just means a lucky person." "Right," said Mrs. "And when we call someone a busy bee, we don't mean he's a real bee. We just mean he's a hard worker." "Hey, I just thought of another one," I said, very excited. "A dumb bunny isn't a real alive bunny either. It's just a plain old dumb guy." Then my friend Lucille raised her hand. "I've got one too," she said. "Sometimes my Nana calls my daddy a couch potato, only he's not a real potato. He's just a lazy bum." "Yeah, and I'm not a big pig," said my new boyfriend Ricardo, "but my mom says I eat like one." After that, a whole bunch of other kids said they eat like big pigs too. Only a boy named Donald said he eats like a horse, and crybaby William eats like a bird. Just then, it was time for the bell to ring, and so me and Principal said bye-bye to each other, and I went to my seat. Then I gave Lucille back her red chair. She was very nice to me. "I'm sorry that your brother isn't a real monkey, Junie B," she said. "Thank you, Lucille," I said. "I'm sorry that your daddy isn't a real potato, too." After that, the bell rang for us to go home, and so me and Lucille and that Grace held hands, and we walked outside together. Only then, a very wonderful thing happened, and it's called I Heard My Mother's Voice. "Junie B! Junie B! Over here, honey! Daddy and I are over here." Then I looked in the parking lot, and I saw her. And so I run to her speedy quick, and then me and Mother hugged and hugged, because I hadn't seen her for a very whole day. Then my daddy got out of the car, and he had a little yellow blanket in his arms. And guess what was in that thing? My new baby brother, that's what. He was very teeny and pinkish, except his head had a lot of black hair on it. I touched it. It felt like fuzzy. Just then, Ricardo walked by, and he saw my teeny brother. And there's the picture. There's Ricardo. walking by. Buses, cars. Then there's Junie B with her brother and parents. "Cool hair," he said. I smiled very big. "I know it, Ricardo," I said, "and guess what else? He doesn't even smell like PU." After that, I got in the car, and I told Mother about Lucille's locket, and she said maybe I could get a locket too, and I could put my brother's teeny head in there. Yes, and I would also like some pink high tops, please. I said, very polite. "Maybe," said Mother. "Oh boy," I said, "'cause maybe doesn't mean no, that's why." And so then I lifted up the blanket, and I peeped at my baby brother one more time. "So what do you think of him, Junie B?" said Mother. I smiled very big. "I think he's the cutest little monkey I ever saw," I said. Then Mother laughed, and I laughed too. And that ends Chapter 9 of Junie B. Jones and a Little Monkey Business. And that also ends this book. I hope you liked it. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. And also, if you want, you can check out my links down in the description below. The first of which is for my affiliate with So Sick Clothing. There's a promo code through them that will get you 15% off site-wide. That promo code is Grace15. And there's also a ton of merch links down there as well. The first of which is for the Lovecraft website, which has some tie-dye t-shirts and also a lot of really cool pottery pieces that are for sale. And then there's my music, my spring store, my website, and my podcast, El Grace After Hours. New episodes of that every Tuesday, and you can find it on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much any podcast platform you can think of. And last but not least is my social media. Thank you for watching, and above all else, stay fabulous. Bye!